The Oster French door digital convection toaster oven model TSSTTVFDDG has a sleek aesthetic design and an extra large capacity. But what about its cooking capability? Welcome to Shouldit toaster oven series. What's up everyone, I'm Alan. And in this episode of our Shouldit toaster oven series, we're going to be looking at the Oster French door digital convection toaster oven TSSTTVFDDG. Besides a polished stainless steel exterior, it has a full range of accessories and its cooking functions include convection bake. However, it's not the most budget-friendly oven, so let's dive in to see if it's worth it. How we test. So, how can we ensure that our ratings and rankings are fair and accurate for all products? To answer that, we created a series of tests and applied them consistently to each model. 100% of the overall score for a toaster oven comprises three big categories, which are performance, 50% of it, design, 25%, and usability, 25%. For performance, we assess by toasting bread, baking pizza, roasting a whole chicken, and baking or air frying fries for air fryer toaster ovens. In design, we evaluate the exterior, interior, and build quality. Usability covers user control, ease of use, and cleanability. For the details on how we did the testing and rating for this series, you can look up How Should It Test Toaster Oven. Now, let's get to the review. Design. This extra large unit measures 21.5 inch by 20 by 13 and it operates on 1500 watts of power with a 26-inch 2-prong flat power cord. Priced at around $210, it includes 2 baking racks, 1 baking pan, a removable crumb tray, and a 1-year warranty. The cooking chamber has a capacity of around 42 liters. After checking, we found that the oven can fit a 3-pound whole chicken, 16 slices of toast, but only a 15-inch pizza on each rack instead of 16-inch as advertised. However, it only offers 2 rack slots, which might be limiting, and the racks include 1 standard and 1 with supports, but the baking pan doesn't fit into rail guides, affecting capacity. The convection fan is on the right side with an automatic interior light but no manual control. Using 3 nichrome heating elements and a unique lute design, it balances its lower 1500 watts of power. The standout feature is the tempered glass French door with cool touch handles. It also includes ventilation slats on all sides, but the rear buffer could be larger. With an LCD and 15 flat buttons, the Oster offers 8 cooking functions: toast, bake, broil, pizza, warm, defrost, dehydrate, and turbo convection. Despite its name, turbo convection is simply convection bake. Turbo convection is the only function that makes use of the full temperature range from 150 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. The oven presets toast to 6 levels, pizza at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and broil at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Defrost and dehydrate are set to 150 degrees Fahrenheit, higher than typical dehydrators. And though not listed, we measured the warm function to be also 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Design, 6.7 out of 10. Performance. We started our toast test on the Oster with the default level 4, which gave decent results. We tried level 3 next, but it did not roast evenly within the given time. Level 5 resulted in burnt toast, not the deep brown we expected. While level 4 gave the best results, it was only above average in our data chart. In 7 minutes and 25 seconds, The 4 slices on the upper tray were a nice golden brown, but darkened at the edges, especially in less dense areas. One slice had a significantly lighter bottom corner, suggesting a cold spot. The long toasting time made the toast crispy but dry inside. A head chef noted this texture would work well for eggs Benedict or soup, but not for omelets or sandwiches. For the second batch, still at level 4, the oven adjusted the timer to 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Since it was preheated, the cold spot was less noticeable, and the toast wasn't as crispy or dry, making it better for sandwiches. However, the burnt edges remained an issue. For better results on the second batch, we suggest lowering the toast level by 1. Toasting bread, 6 out of 10. For this pizza test, we didn't use the oven's 400 degrees Fahrenheit pizza preset, opting for turbo convection to meet our 450 degrees Fahrenheit requirement. And the oven baked a 9-inch thick crust meat pizza in just 6 minutes. However, the oven lacked the high intensity heat needed to properly crisp up the crust in that time. Parts of the bottom stuck to the baking tray, and the crust only had a light golden color. We had to stop baking when the meat and cheese started charring, but the cheese hadn't fully melted yet. And while we prevented a burnt taste, the overall pizza wasn't up to par, scoring low for taste from our chef. Baking pizza, 6.4 out of 10. The Oster spacious interior was key to its success in roasting our 3-pound whole chicken. We flipped it at 40 minutes in, and after 1 hour and 10 minutes, the skin had a nice roasted color. Our chef advised stopping to avoid overcooking, as further roasting wouldn't improve the Maillard reaction. Despite this, the oven maintained a consistent temperature, cooking the chicken evenly and with an internal temperature of 181 degrees Fahrenheit, almost matching the USDA recommendation. The skin had a golden color, though the drumsticks were slightly lighter and it only crisped up slightly. The meat was full of the bone tender, and if the skin had been crispier, the taste score would have been higher. Whole roasted chicken, 8.1 out of 10. The Oster underperformed in this test because its power couldn't keep up with its large cooking chamber, unlike the Ninja Foodi XL Pro. After 30 minutes, the fries showed little color change, exceeding our 25 minutes test limit. Most of the fries were pale, as if air-dried rather than air-fried. Only a few small pieces had a light golden color. The texture was soft but dry on the outside. Although the fries were fully cooked, our chef could not rate it highly. Air-frying fries, 4.1 out of 10. The overall score for our 4 performance test is 6.4 out of 10. And by the way, if you're watching this review, I'm sure you care about temperature specs and prices of each product. So, head over to the website Shouldit.com where you can sign up and get all the information for free. It's also the best way to support us, so thank you. Usability. The Oster controls are straightforward with an easy-to-read LCD, and each button clearly serves a single function. However, despite claims, pressing the stop cancel button twice doesn't turn off the oven. Temperature adjusts in 5-degree increments, and the timer ranges from 1 minute to 6 hours, with minute adjustments up to 30 minutes, 5-minute increment up to 2 hours, and 30-minute increments beyond that. When you select a function, its icon lights up on the LCD. Bake and turbo convection bake have an automatic preheat phase. After setting time and temperature, press start for preheating, shown as PRE. You can skip it by pressing start again. Preheating takes about 5 minutes to reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit, no matter the set temperature. You can adjust time and temperature mid-cooking, but changing the function requires pressing cancel before choosing another one. Doing so also activates the preheat mode again. Racks fit securely, preventing accidents. The interior light activates at the start and end of cooking. The French door with cool touch handles provide ease, though they can't open partially and might slam shut if not careful. Opening the doors doesn't stop the oven or light. The casing can get hot after long use, so exercise caution. When cooking finishes, the oven beeps, turns off the heat, and displays the clock. It's best to unplug it after use to save power and avoid accidents. The oven's interior walls are easy clean, though not grease-proof, and clean up well. After roasting our chicken, stubborn stains on the baking pan came off with a baking soda paste, and luckily, grease didn't reach the fan cavity. Usability, 6.4 out of 10. Verdict? The Oster digital French door convection toaster oven offers one of the largest capacities we've tested, but its sleek design still fits well in most kitchens. The polished stainless steel finish adds a modern touch. While its 1500 watts of power can roast a whole chicken effectively, the oven struggles to heat quickly and maintain temperatures above 400 degrees Fahrenheit, especially for toast, pizza, and frozen fries. It's better suited for slow roasting and baking sweets rather than high-heat dishes. Despite features like good ventilation, cool touch handles, and a removable crumb tray, it lacks the premium functionality expected for its price. Overall score, 6.5 out of 10. And there you have it, our review of the Oster French door digital convection toaster oven TSSTTVFDDG. If you're interested in the oven, there's an Amazon link in the description below. For the choices, you can look up our Shouldit toaster oven series. If you enjoyed the video, please comment and consider like and subscribe so that you won't miss our future uploads. Any support from you is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching Shouldit, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!